Hey guys, it's Trisha. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the New Year's resolution book tag. I found this from Where Stephanie Reads, and she found it from Lala, from Books and Lala, so I will link both of their videos down below so you can check them out. So I don't have a lot of resolutions for what I want to read during the year, but I thought this would be a fun book tag to kind of throw some books into the mix. So getting right on in, question number 1 is, what is an author that you'd like to read that you've never read before? So the author that I'd like to check out is actually Maggie Stiefvater. I've never read anything by her before, and I picked up The Raven Boys towards the end of last year, so that's the book that I'm going to read. Number 2 is a book you'd like to read, and I have one that I've been talking about wanting to read for a really long time and haven't gotten to, and that's The Beekeeper's Apprentice by Lori R. King. I haven't seen it around on BookTube, so I don't know if the people that I follow, it's just not on their radar or it's not their thing. But this is a mystery series that focuses on a character, Mary Russell. Mary Russell stumbles across Sherlock Holmes when he's actually in retirement. He is a beekeeper, and then some sort of mystery happens and he kind of takes her on as an apprentice to solve the mystery. So it sounded really good, and a lot of book clubs in the area that I live in read this book, and so I wanted to check it out to kind of introduce me to more mystery type books. Number 3, a classic that I'd like to read is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is one that I've had on my shelf for a really long time. I actually have the audiobook version of this, and I've never completed either one. Number 4 is a book that you would like to reread, and for that I'm going to go with Tithe by Holly Black. This is my janky, beat-up hardcover that I've had since I was in, oh my god, I've had this since I was in middle school. And so because The Cruel Prince came out, I am just getting ready to start reading that. I will be done with it by the time this video goes up. And so I decided I wanted to reread the Modern Fairy Chronicles, Modern Fairy series. I don't know what the name of the series is actually called, but it does start with Tithe. Number 5, a book that you've had for ages and want to read. For this one, I'm going to go with My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier, and this is one that I picked up because the movie came out last year, and I've had it on my shelf since before the movie released, and I wanted to watch the movie, and I still haven't seen it because I absolutely love Rachel Weisz as an actress, and I've never read anything by this author, so I picked it up and it's been sitting here collecting dust ever since. Number 6 is a big book that you have that you'd like to read. For this one, I am going to go with Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. It was my most anticipated release of last year, and I decided I wanted to restart the series and goofed and waited too closely to the release of this to start my reread, and so I haven't gotten to it. This is one that I'm going to get to. It is almost 550 pages, so definitely a big book. Number 7, an author that you've read previously but want to read more of. For this one, I'm going to go with Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This one, I picked up Americana. I have read We Should All Be Feminists and Dear Aijawele. I read that one last year, and I haven't read any of her fictional works, so I decided I wanted to check out more of her. Number 8, a book you got for Christmas that you would like to get to. And by book I got for Christmas, that means book I bought myself, and I'm going to go with Dark Run by Mike Brooks. I picked this one up because one of the book clubs that meets at the bookstore that I work at, the Explorations group, they read a lot of sci-fi, fantasy. They really kind of explore different worlds. That's what their thing is. This was their pick for a book several months ago, and I really liked the cover on this. I thought it was super cool, and I don't read sci-fi very often, but I think it's going to be light sci-fi. I think it is. And it is about a crew ship of smugglers and thieves, and their captain is being blackmailed, and they have to complete what is known as a dark run, where they complete some sort of smuggling mission but do it completely unseen. What really got me was the last little bit of this blurb on the back. So I'm just going to read it. It says, enter a corrupt galaxy where criminals like the crew on the Kiiko are often the best people in it, especially when they're motivated by revenge. So I really like the idea that this is a crew of like pirate-esque and smugglers and that they could actually be the good guys. And so I really liked that aspect of it. Number 9 is a series that you would like to start and finish. And for that, I'm going to go with the Tearling Trilogy by Erica Johansson. This is one where I picked up the first book because I think I saw Sam from Thoughts on Tomes talking about it, and it was something that I made the connection of seeing it at the bookstore and then hearing her talk about it, so I decided to pick it up. So I can't wait to get to this. Number 10 is a series that you would like to finish that you have already started. For that one, I'm going to go with the Howls Moving Castle series by Diana Wynne Jones. It's technically a series where the 2 follow-up books to Howls Moving Castle are spin-offs. They don't focus on the characters that are in this book, but those characters do make appearances in the second and the third, which I read out of order. I read The House of Many Ways, which is technically book 3, but I still need to read Castle in the Air. Number 11 is, did you set any reading goals? And I did set reading goals. I will link my 2018 reading goals challenges video down below. Then how many books do you want to read in 2017? And I really only set my goal for those 36 books to meet those challenges. I will know that I will read more. However, if I meet those challenges this year, it doesn't matter how many books that I read, honestly. And number 12, any other reading goals? The only other reading goal that I could possibly think of is to add more nonfiction to what I'm reading this year. And I do have some nonfiction titles on my shelf that I just didn't get to talk about because of the way the questions were oriented. All right, you guys, that is the end of the...
I already forgot what the title of this tag is.
Let me know in the comments down below, did you do this tag? Because I'd love to watch it and see what some other New Year's resolutions are, what types of books that you have on your list to complete this year. And if you have read any of the books on this list, let me know what you thought about them down in the comments. I would love to check them out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!